Just over a week ago, the Halo Wars 2 beta was made public. I didn't really play it as much as I would have liked, and if I'm honest, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I would have liked either. I have quite a few issues with the beta, and I will be addressing them all in this video. I still have high hopes for the final product though, and it is a beta and they do have about 9 months to make improvements. So I'm confident the final game will be a big improvement on what the beta was. They wouldn't have had a beta otherwise, really. My first main issue with the game is the fact that I feel like visually the art style and just the visual style for the UNSC has changed too drastically. Keeping in mind, all the UNSC units, as far as we know, are coming from the exact same ship as the ship in Halo Wars 1, the Spirit of Fire, and this ship hasn't had a chance to connect up with any other UNSC ships. Again, as far as we know, the story could explain this. But given that it's the same ship, with all the same supplies and units on board, it seems odd to me that their buildings have suddenly changed so much. If you look here, this is the original Halo Wars, and you can tell for yourself how much the units and the buildings have changed. Again, this is something that really just bothers me and maybe a few other people. It's not going to bother everyone, and it's probably something we'll all get used to. I don't really mind the Covenant style, because they are a new faction known as the Banished, and I actually quite like how the Brutes have taken their own unique style and applied it to a lot of the classic Covenant vehicles, such as the Wraith, which now has these kind of blades underneath it. Again, very brutish, fits their themes. I think my other big letdown for this game, however, is the fact that gameplay-wise it's so similar to the first game, right down to its limitations. It has just about all of the negative things about the first Halo Wars, they're still all there. I would have liked to have seen some of these addressed, and I was really hoping they would be, but you're still limited to building on a set plot, like in the original game, and this is something loads of fans were hoping would be fixed in Halo Wars 2, and that we wouldn't have these limitations, because while there was something I could live with in Halo Wars 1, this is a next-generation console and a next-generation game. I kind of expected a bit more freedom. You also still have quite a small unit count, and the maps themselves aren't that much bigger than they were in the original. It just feels like the game has too many limitations, considering it's supposed to be next-gen. I wouldn't mind these limitations if the game looked better graphically, but the graphics themselves aren't too impressive either, and I would be fine with the graphics being sacrificed in favor of better gameplay and less gameplay limitations, but we still have all the same limitations, and we have the kind of average-looking visuals. Again, this is a beta, and many of these things might be addressed by the time the game comes out. I'm going to give my feedback to 343 and Creative Assembly and let them know what I thought, and hopefully they can address these issues if enough people feel the same way I do. I'm still looking forward to the game, and I feel like the beta could have benefited if there'd been a skirmish mode that just let you practice against the AI to get to grips with it. I feel like that way you could have taken your time and become accustomed with the game. I'm gonna probably buy the final product because I'm a massive Halo fan, and honestly, I really want to see what happens with the story. The way they left it in the first game really left me wanting more, and so yeah, I look forward to playing the campaign. This is Max Halo 369, signing out.